How do you like a Cybertruck?
This is the best Tesla ever built. I've been driving this for the past 3 months now. I've driven 5,000 miles, and I have driven other Tesla models, Model S. I also own like a Model X. And compared to all those cars, this has been an amazing experience anybody can have. And the drive itself, very calming, very, very comfortable. You've never been to any truck with such a comfortable ride. So we're going to take our Cybertruck for a drive only using FSD. Okay, the first thing always, you have to put the seatbelt on. Otherwise, it will not work. Put the seatbelt on. And then I'm going to take it to the nearby charging. It's going to be the supercharger. It's 1.8 miles from here. And I'm going to put it on drive. And then I press this button once. And okay, so let's see how far it's going to go. You take it without any intervention.
Now turn right onto Diamond Spring Road.
Is your foot off the gas, Dr. Chariot?
Yeah. I have, I'm just completely relaxed, nothing to do. So I think it's looking at the traffic over there, making the turns. And then one thing I noticed about the Cybertruck is, first of all, the ride is superb. You just kind of feel like you're sitting on a chair at home, very relaxed. The sound also, the outside sound, I heard a lot of people say like it's soundproof. It's also very, very true. Because anytime you drive in a truck or a large SUV, usually it's not very comfortable, right? You feel like it's always kind of going up and down and all that. This is very, very relaxed. And then you have to make sure you pay very close attention to the road. That's also very important. Tesla wanted to make sure people won't get into accident. Still, it's very important to keep a very close eye on the road. But you should be, the stress level, I know. And then you got a very busy schedule, and then
Now bear right to stay on Morris Avenue.
you get stressed out. Like last night it was kind of late. I had a lot of patients to see, a lot of meeting, and I came out, and then I was ready to go home. I turned the car on, put on FSD, put my AC on. I was relaxing throughout my
In 500 feet,
there
bear
is
left to stay
nothing.
on
I
Morris
just,
Avenue.
it took all the way from my work to
Now bear
home
left to stay on
without
Morris Avenue.
making any. I didn't have to make a single decision on my own. Only thing I have to do was pay attention to the road. Keep my eyes on the road, which I did throughout the trip. The drive was only. It was almost an hour and more than that, and it was raining. Previously, what I noticed about the FSD was in the raining, sometimes it doesn't work and it might stop. But recently, I think Tesla also is worked on it very well, and I didn't have any interruptions when in heavy rain also. So that is the great thing. And it also adjusts the speed. With the new mode, I think it goes above, if it is 35, may go up to 40. And I got a feeling, I think when you put on FSD and if you're driving, it's very unlikely you're going to have a police ticket. Because anytime when you drive long and or you have a car, you have the accelerator on your foot, a lot of times you don't know what other people are going. You may be going
In
too
1,000
fast.
feet,
This way,
turn right onto Green Pond
your
Road.
speed is maybe set above 5 or whatever we can set it up, and it just kind of keep on going. Very rare. I'm not saying not going to get a ticket, but it's very rare. I got a feeling the people with FSD is going to get traffic ticket. Because most of us, sometimes we don't realize how fast we're going and all that, and this will prevent that. I think someone should do a study looking at it the number of traffic tickets people receive on FSD versus not using FSD.
Now turn right onto Green Pond Road.
Now we'll be making a turn right here. Again, I have not touched my car since I left the parking lot. And let's see, how far it's going to go. Just keeping the
In 500 feet,
distance.
turn right.
I think the speed limit was around 30, driving close to 30. Right now, I think I'm taking a turn has come down to 26,
Now turn
27.
right.
You can see there's another car there. There is tight space, but it will maneuver, And then it's gonna drive all the way to the charging station.
Now you have
So
arrived at your
overall, I think it's
destination.
a great car for a doctor. Because the amount of stress the doctors have to go through, this will, I'm not saying it's going to take all your stresses away, but it will be good. Now we reach the place and
Will it back into a charging
yeah, I
slot?
think it will. So let's, I have to put it in here. So I'm going to say, put it on reverse. And let's see if I can park in that start. And the car is going to back it up. And I think I also love this spot right here. Because it's always pain. I have to look back and what's going on. This way the the FSD automatically does everything for you. They calculate the distance from the the charging the cradle or whatever to the car, automatic. So now I know. I think the important thing is if I park myself, I don't know how close that charging cradle is to my car, but when you use the FSD and use the automatic parking system, it actually calculated out the distance. Okay, so we reach here, not 100% FSD. There was not a single time, almost a travel from my work to the charging place without touching it. And the traffic wasn't, it wasn't that bad traffic, but every signal light, they follow the rules, no problem. So how do you charge? I think this is a 350 kilowatt. This is a brand new, faster charger Tesla has. You can look at it, the color. The other one is red, this is black, and this is faster. So I usually look for this so we can charge the car faster. So just go up here, you pull it up, and you bring it up here, so automatically it's going to open up for you. And then, boom, you plug it in, and then it starts charging. And you have to be careful, to make sure, you don't want to park here too long after the charging is finished, because you got a lot of other people wanting to charge. So I usually kind of pay attention to that. So the one thing I've been driving Teslas for a long time. One thing I'm very, very particular is the charging. I always keep at 80%. I don't care what it is. Very, very rarely I can increase to 90% or 100%. So always keep it at 80%. The thing you have to understand, you have to protect the battery, right? Even 1 or 2. I think it can go up to 320 miles charge, and I don't need it because for my daily commuting and all of that. So I keep it at 80%. So we have maybe around 250 to 260. I'm happy with it. I always keep that. So I'm looking at the charge right here. Right now, it's charging at I think 215 miles per hour. Kind of tell me only 3 minutes. So I have enough charge in here already, so I don't need to charge. I just took it up here so you can kind of see. You can clearly see how many kilowatts and how many hours. I'm very lucky. I think I'm very thankful to Tesla. They have given free supercharging for life. It was one of the best deal. I have to jump on it. That's why I just went and got this car right away. Itself is it's a lot of money, and I thank Elon Musk and the company for their generosity, giving free supercharging for life. Thank you. So this car is built for comfort. Okay, at the same time, you got the best speed ever. You can beat any car in the world in speed. If you like, speed is the most important, and the comfortability of driving. And especially if you have like a long ride, sometimes my commute can take 1 hour, and I want to be in a car so I can relax. And this is the car for those kind of person. Especially, a busy doctor's life can be stressful, and you don't want to drive like a regular petrol car. Now I can never go back to a regular car because if I don't have Tesla, I think I will not be able to drive. I'm not interested in driving if there's no Tesla. So,
Yeah.
So let's talk about the trunk, okay? And I think the comfortability of the trunk also pretty good. The other thing is like you can buy the cyber tent and you can put it on. That's also another option I'm kind of thinking because I go like camping. I love camping. And then I have everything kind of. And the other thing you need to know about the trunk is you have this adapter right here, 240 volt and 110, 110 also, which can actually have you have other cars. So Tesla, if you want to charge, you can use that. And then you can also use this to charge your house in a power failure for like 3 days. So that's the other thing. And overall, I think, by sitting up here, like let's say if you take it to the beach and all of that, it's a good place for like camping. I think, I always wanted a truck. So if I have like something to haul, I don't have to go and rent a truck or something like that. That also make it very much, comfortable. And the other thing also I like is the trunk you can close on its own, right? Not on, like if I press it, I think this is also, right? It completely closes right there. So it's everything in a very, well-made Tesla. I wanted to thank Elon for the opportunity for us to have. Who would ever thought 3-4 years ago you can write FSD and you can have like carefree driving, right? This guy's doing an amazing job. Elon, thank you so much, my friend. Keep up the great work.